Aubrey Graham, aka Drizzle Pie, aka Drizzle Cake, also known as Drake, decided that we needed another Pop Tart with a new music video for his flop 100 gig single, No Face.
Now I just like to drizzle a nice spoonful of glaze right on the center.
Which the title of the song being the only thing relevant to real life. Just like going to LA or anywhere in the States right now, Drizzle Pie can't show his face from the embarrassment from everyone's favorite rapper under 6 foot, King Kendrick Lamar. That's right, y'all. We're back at the bakery, going over everyone's favorite dessert, Drizzle Cake, and his yet again ridiculous attempt to show his face, but in the Toronto Mall this time, where he was rehearsing his lines for Degrassi, but now in 2024, he got his goons out there that he paid for to send some subliminal messages to all of his industry friends that he never liked in the first place, that they made the wrong decision in either siding with Kendrick in the battle of the century in hip hop or just staying silent and out of the way like it's nobody's business, because it clearly was nobody's business outside of Kendrick Lamar, Drizzle Pie, and I guess Jermaine. And like the true narcissist that Drizzle is, he was expecting all the hate coming his way before the battle, because when you are acting shitty, you don't respect culture or even people around you who care about you and warned you to not act like a thug in your hip hop career. Well, why wouldn't you expect your career to get diminished at some point? Sorry, you're not a victim, just like your many victims from the OVO sweatshop and the many victims from Disney Channel, allegedly. Just in case people are wondering why I go heavy for Drizzle Pie, it's not just about the music, y'all. Keep the family safe. In all seriousness, Drizzle Pie's No Face is actually a pretty good record, but it doesn't sound authentic coming from 69 Boy anymore, as the impact of the 2024 beef between him and Kendrick has really exposed Drizzle for not only being softer than Charmin, but also exposing Drake's obsession with being considered #1 in hip hop, but getting there at any cost, which includes, forgetting where he came from, literally coming from the suburbs of Toronto, trying to compare it to Kendrick Lamar's lifestyle in Compton. Not in 2024 Compton. We're talking like mid 2000s Compton, early 2000s Compton. And I know the property values are expensive right now, but go back to when Kendrick was growing up in Compton. Different time, y'all. And also with Drizzle Pie losing his pen game along the way, got lost in the sauce or in parties white powder, as Drake is now a entertainer to hip hop, getting to #1 by allowing most of his ghostwriters to make up most of his discography along the way, allegedly since 2011. That Take Care era, shout out to Abel. And even with recent claims over the years that one of Drizzle's best battle records are ghostwritten by TDE artist affiliate Daylight in the battle against Meek Millie, aka Michael Rubin Jr. Sr.
9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep up. Keep going.
1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your buddy hops. They suck. Your buddy hops suck.
Now with the audacity to come out with this No Face music video looking like Headlines Part 2 when you had Nike gloves on next to your OVO crew claiming to have got a body like that when you're most likely clapping booty cheeks with Trey Songz. I mean, I ain't even gotta say it. The industry, no, allegedly. But here is why, in my humble opinion, Drake releasing No Face is a bad look for him musically right now at the end of 2024, going into 2025. No evolution. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Drizzle Cake anymore, I can honestly say over the years that the 69 Boy has really made good melodies when he's not acting tough. Well, we all knew this already. Drake is much more than just a one-dimensional artist, especially when it comes to hip-hop, and I will never take that away from him. But with a song like No Face, I feel like it's the worst type of record to even give, light to. Out of all the 100 gigs of PlayStation data that you have, why choose this song? We could have done circadian rhythm. Let's be real. Most of the fans like circadian rhythm type music. It's okay. Yes, Drake is also a rapper, entertainer, but it's okay to go into a bag where you're going to get more recognition for your music, where you're going to get accepted again, and you're going to get, your praise that you're looking for so badly. If you're going to come back with a music video, why with No Face? It shows me that Drizzle wants to stick to mob ties, keeping that same formula that he started back around 10 years ago with the Nothing Was the Same era, where Drake started getting on his worst behavior, walking around random streets of Memphis, even his dad didn't know about, holding babies and shit. I mean, it makes no sense to release a music video for a record that is subliminally dissing rappers behind your paid goons, saying everyone's gonna regret crossing you. Like, sir. But seriously, y'all, some of the best music did come from that album. At the end of the day, we need evolution from this tough guy act. Because even though I love some of those records like Worst Behavior, 4 p.m. in Calabasas, the harsh reality is that nobody believes that image anymore. And yeah, the acting is actually incredible. I realize that Drake is one of the best actors, and I'm not even talking shit, like honestly, he is, because he showed that he could act like that for quite some time. But if you're trying to get that credibility back, it's not the way to go anymore after the battle between Kendrick Lamar. But other rappers, as I gave credit to Drizzle earlier, you have so many other sounds that you could really come back with that will sound a lot more authentic. Tyler, the Creator, is a perfect example of a current relevant hip hop artist that proves you can always stick to the original sound from the beginning of your career, but recreating that same sound to make it sound better and more quality over the years. For me, with Bastard and Goblin, while there are some songs I'm like, oh, nostalgia, I will never really listen to those albums fully. But when Tyler dropped Flower Boy, that's where you saw a huge progression with that same type of Tyler vibe, the same type of sounds that you would hear from a Cherry Bomb, a Goblin, Bastard, but a lot more quality involved with the production. Then to go to Igor, which is definitely considered his biggest classic from his discography, but Call Me If You Get Lost, which is my favorite album. All these albums are just quality after quality after quality projects. With Drizzle Pie, it's just been on a massive decline. And yes, Drizzle Pie is number one essentially when it comes to sales, but are you number one outside of the sales in hip hop? Probably not. You can't be number one forever based off of sales. You have to be number one for the evolution and also for what you're bringing to hip hop. And if you're bringing the same type of hot pocket, type of thug life mentality to your discography, adding more filler essentially to your great discography, then what's the point of even making a comeback at this point? How can you really claim the number one spot if you're not really putting in the effort like a Tyler the Creator is still doing, even though he started way back in 2009 in his own rap career? Right around the same time Drake was really starting in like 2006, 2007. So there's no excuse for Drizzle Pie to not evolve like an artist like Tyler the Creator. Even with an artist like Jermaine Cole, who's now going on a little decline because he wants to be a Gerber baby and pacify Drizzle Pie. But you see what I'm saying. There's no excuse for Drake, and I just think this tough guy image that he's doing is just to prove a point to King Kendrick Lamar that you can't stop me, Kenny. But it's only making Drizzle Pie look worse, in my humble opinion. My final thoughts, I don't know if Drizzle Pie is being forced to release more music in 2024 by his daddy Lucien Grange, but it's time for his daddy to chill.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that? Get everybody out of my...
Because he really needs to take a break. Drake will definitely make a comeback. Maybe not hip hop, but he will definitely be able to make a comeback eventually. He needs at least 6 to 9 months off of releasing any music. I think the biggest thing I'm learning from this whole situation with Drake and him being the new Ja Rule, he does not appreciate his current catalog that he has given to not only the industry, but to people who love music. Right now, if Drake were to take a break and literally be gone for almost a year, yeah, we're going to now have to go back to the music that he gave us over the years and wait for him to return, because all we can go back to is the great music that he's already dropped, right? I'm giving him that credit. But again, Drake doesn't respect his own discography. Drake doesn't really appreciate the music that he's given us. And he's just been releasing filler to try to appease everybody. Like, look, I'm still out here. I'm lit. I'm in the streets. Kendrick is not. Like, who gives a fuck? That's only going to make his catalog look better again and get that recognition and that RESPECT that he's looking for. The time to come back is not now. But in 2025, if you take this necessary break that you need, you'll be okay. No more hip hop. No more culture appropriating Jamaicans, the British, the Mexicanos. Cálmate, Aubrey. Cálmate. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, go be amazing and have an amazing day.